My role is basically just to keep going with the restoration side of it rather than the new build. Though on the new build I will be refacing the building with nat flints or a split flint. They want the outside to keep it in line with the church side. So where it's got split flint on the outside, we've got to do split flint again. In this particular area they seem to split the flint and have the black showing rather than just have a whole flint inside. These are nat flints because they've been cut into a square shape and then layered, and that one's a rectangle, so it makes a nice pattern, and they try and keep it to an even degree. Flush panel work, you get it a lot on Suffolk churches, yeah. Yeah, they've been cut to the particular shape, like the half crescent and the triangle, yeah.
I can just pick one up and instantly know where to hit it, and most of the time that will work out right, but you can sort of tell by the grain, like a wood, where it's going to bust, where it's not. And when you do it, it looks easy, but there's an art to it. This flint was probably, I don't know, about this big, and it's been cut about 5 or 6 times to get it down to this size, which it could have even been guillotined again and cut there to make it even smaller. We start off with really big flints and just keep cutting them down till we get to the size we need. They're from 3 of our quarries, either Castlelaker quarry, Newport quarry, or our Quay St Edmunds quarry. Castlelaker one's got a brewer skin around it. The Quay St Edmunds, what we're using today, has got sort of a brownier skin but a darker faced flint, and then the Newport has got a white circle around the edge, so they all look slightly different. Hopefully I can get a square out of this one. It's got a nice flat face, and if I sort of had a rough estimate of doing it, I'd mark it there to be about 2 inch, and then I'd slowly cut it, taper it in at an angle to get the pointed back and hopefully get a nice square face. Sometimes they just shatter or fall apart, but with a bit of luck you would be able to get a nice square face print out of that, around about a 2 inch square. You could use a piece this big, or depending on the size of the work again. Some people want up to 8 inch, 10 inch face. If this was used as it is now, this would be the open to the element, and this bit would be inside the wall. For this job it's sort of 3 to 6 inch face print, which this one would go in to it, but if I wanted to cut it down, I'd just cut it there again to make it a 3 to 4 inch face. And 3 to 6 is our standard size we do. Anything else then is a special order, and prices go up to cater for that product. There's a hell of all the wasters out of that. You would get the gallets out of it, which you could rebag up to resell, but there's a lot of waste, hence why it's so expensive. We're looking at about £15 each, plus the VAT. Time I've shaped it, and as you'll probably see today, it'll either work and I'll do it in about 10 minutes. It could take me half an hour, or I might not even get one out of it, hence where the price comes into it. Do perhaps 3 in about an hour, that's what you aim for. In a day I could do 50 in a day, and 20 of them could be broken ones, which I have to chuck to one side. So it all depends on the quality of the flint and that on the day. I think if you're a bit tired, your patience ain't there, and it goes wrong even more, so you can never say really. The templates we use mainly, well, we use them only for the square ones. It's so I can fit them into there as a guide. I could make some of them a bigger one and a smaller one to join beside, depending on what the client wants at the time. That line going up there, and this template would be, if I show you, that template would be for that one there, so then I'll fit one big one into that bit, then a smaller one and a little bit, and then keep on doing like that all the way up on the template. But this template's just to give me the guide that when they come to build it, it will fit in that pattern into this template on the new build.